Hey everyone, what's up? How you guys doing? I'm going to share my hits and misses for the month of May. And just in case you're new to my hits and misses videos, what I like to do is show you products that I use this month, whether they're new or old favorites, and just talk about why I love them, why they're hits for me, or why they're misses for me, why I didn't like them. Sometimes the colors just don't work out, you know, formulas, and I like to also incorporate products that I show in my hauls. So in case you're wondering like what I thought of products I show in my past hauls for the month of May, check this video out because I'm going to talk about a lot of things that I hauled. And I did do a lot of makeup shopping this month, so I have quite a few new products in this video that I'm going to talk about. And the first ones, I'm going to get into the hits because I cannot wait to talk about these products I have. First ones I want to show you are the Wet n Wild Center Stage Lipsticks from the Fergie collection. I hauled these not that long ago, and there were a few shades, but I only picked out 3 of them, and this one has been my favorite. It's called Swerve, and it's just a lovely kind of bright coral shade. I'll swatch it for you right here. You guys have seen me swatch these, so I'm just going to swatch Swerve for you because these are so pigmented that they stain. They leave stains on my hands. These Fergie lipsticks are awesome. I like them better than the original Wet n Wild Make Last lipsticks, and they don't feel as drying as those. These are actually more moisturizing. They're not like super hydrating, but they don't dry your lips out like the original Mega Last does. I really like the formula. I prefer these over the original lipsticks just because I feel like they're more vibrant and they just glide on a heck of a lot easier. And just try them out. I know you guys will be really impressed with them. The shades they have, even their you know, in their original line, is very impressive. They have everything from pinks, reds to black. I mean, they have just really great vampy colors. Like this Center Stage collection by Fergie really has impressed me, and these are limited edition, so make sure you check them out now if you want to get them. I've seen them at Walgreens and Rite Aid, and they run for about $4 to $5 depending on, you know, what the sales are and the deals. So definitely check these out. I'm so sad they're limited edition, but you know, I'm happy at least I got to try them out because I'm keeping all of these. I love them so much. And the other shades I got are Turnt Up, and this one is called Cray, which are really funny names. I mean, I really like it. It's silly, but I like it. So yeah, check these out. They're so gorgeous. My next hits are also brand new, and they're from Covergirl. They're the new Smoochies colors, and I'm not sure if these are limited edition or not, so you might just want to pick them up now in case you see them. And I haven't seen the new colors in the permanent displays yet. I've only seen them in the special displays, and they did have quite a few shades, but I purchased these 3. This one is called hashtag Kiss and Tell. This one is hashtag Alter Ego, and this one is hashtag Selfie. Once again, the names are kind of funny, like trying to be trendy here, but I think it's funny. I really like to wear these as a nice tinted lip balm. It's great for every day. I would say some colors are more pigmented than others. You know, they have a nice sweet scent to them. They aren't greasy. They just feel like a nice hydrating balm. So yeah, these are Covergirl Lip Slick Smoochies. They used to just be called Lip Slicks. I remember when back in the day when they were like, you know, kind of just in plain packaging, and now they've like revamped it with the, you know, XOXO and the hashtag names. So yeah, definitely check these out if you are looking for a great tinted lip balm because they are awesome for that. Next product I have is from Revlon. It's brand new. I just found it in a display with the Colorstay moisture stains, and they are called the Colorstay Skinny Liquid Liners. There are a few shades of these, but I bought this bright blue one, which I don't know what the name is. Oh, it's Electric Blue. And look at how vibrant that is. It's so gorgeous. The tip is kind of like a sponge tip, but it's really nice and thin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just look how thin it is. And I like that because you can really get a detailed line. You can do dots with this. I just really like how cool it is, and it's just so pigmented and gorgeous. For drugstore, we don't really get a lot of colorful liquid liners, and this is just fabulous. I love the original Colorstay liquid liner, but I haven't used it in a long time, and after I tried this, I just fell back in love with it. Really pigmented and long wearing. I didn't get any smudging with it, so if you guys want to see a full review on this, definitely let me know. My next hits are both blushes, and the first one here is from Tarte, and this is in the shade Doll Face. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I've been wearing it in a lot of my recent videos lately, just testing it out, getting used to it, and I held off on buying these blushes because you know, swatching them, just by swatching them, you would think that they're kind of dry because, you know, not much color comes off when you swatch it. But in the pan, it just looked so gorgeous, and I was like, I need to try this blush out. So I ended up caving in. Ever since I bought this, I've been wearing it at least every other day. I really love this color Doll Face. It kind of reminds me of a matte version of MAC Well Dressed a little bit, maybe a little deeper, but I really gravitate towards these kind of lighter pinks. I think they look nice on my skin tone, and what I love about this one from Tarte is that you can build it up. When you put on just one layer, it's not going to look like much. Like if I just swatch it and put it on my skin, it's not really, you know, it doesn't really show up, but you can build it to be as dramatic as you want it to be. I found out one thing that's kind of funny about these blushes is that they don't swatch very well, but once you use a blush brush and you put it on your skin, it's like, it's so pigmented. It's crazy because you know, when you swatch these, that's the reason why I didn't want to try this for a long time, because when I swatched it, I was like, oh, that's not pigmented, you know, but you really just have to build it up. You know, after you put it on a few times, you can see it starts getting more pigmented. And I also have another high-end blush here, and it is from MAC. It's from the Proenza Schuler collection. So I don't know why, but my footage was deleted when I was talking about this blush. Anyway, this is the Proenza Schuler blush. It's called Sunset, and it's like an ombre kind of looking finish in the packaging. It comes with a little mirror, and this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. It goes from lightest, which looks like this, to deepest pink, which is like a kind of like a mauve tone, and you can swirl it all together and get a really nice kind of in-between color. I just really like this blush. I've been using it a ton this month ever since I bought it. It lasts all day. MAC blushes are great quality, but I just really love this whole ombre, like lightest to darkest kind of effect, especially when you can use them separately or swirl together for, you know, a really cool kind of mixed effect. But yeah, anyway, that is Sunset Beach, and I just wanted to kind of quickly fix that little mishap I had. So anyway, I'll get back to the hits and misses. My next hits are also face products. They are the brand new Milani baked bronzers, and I've never tried a bronzer from Milani before, so this was interesting, kind of fun for me. I've been into bronzer lately, and I know that you guys can't really tell when I apply bronzer because I use a very, very light hand, just because sometimes bronzers are very warm tone and they just look kind of funky on me, so I like to go lightly with it. This is the shade Sienna, and this is the deeper one, and this one is the lighter one called Sunset. This is the one I'm actually wearing today, mixed in with my Tarte blush. I don't know if you can tell, but I am wearing a little tiny bit just kind of mixed in with my blush over here. So out of the two, Sunset is definitely my favorite just because I feel like it really matches my skin tone, and here's what it looks like in the pan. Absolutely gorgeous, and it has such a finely milled texture. It's just like their baked blushes. If you've ever tried those, these feel just like that, but even smoother. I don't know what it is about this powder, but it feels so smooth and just, you know, not chalky, but just really smooth, and I don't get fallout or anything. It's really great. Here's what it looks like, just kind of like heavily swatched, and that's again what it looks like on my skin. You get a nice sized mirror, and you get a little brush in here. I don't really use the brushes, but the mirror is cool, and I really like these. But so far, Sunset has definitely been my favorite. I was sent these by Milani, but I almost got them, but I passed them up at Walgreens when I saw them because I was like, oh, those are not gonna be good for my skin tone, you know, I'm too light for that. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised by this one called Sunset. So once again, that is Sunset bronzer, and I really have just been loving this just to add like an extra glow to my skin, a little bit of warmth. Even though you can't really tell I'm wearing it, I like to mix it in with my blush, and I think it looks nice. So I really like this one, and I definitely would recommend them to you guys. There's only 2 shades though. I don't know why they did that. I feel like they should have made a deeper one. I would have liked to seen more variety, but still really nice for the price, like $8, $9 I think I saw when I went to Walgreens. But yeah, I really do like these, and I haven't tried a baked blush or baked bronzer from Milani before, so it was really fun. And now for the misses. I don't really have too many misses. I'm just wiping off that bronzer. I don't have that many misses because I didn't really try a lot of things I didn't like this month, so I've actually really liked almost everything I tried makeup wise this month, but I do have a few misses. And the first one I actually already returned, but it is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Mascara. I did not like it just because it made my lashes kind of droop down. The formula was really heavy and it made them kind of stick together. The brush on it was just shaped really funky and it did not work for me at all. I have a full video review on it, so if you want to see it on my lashes, check out that video. I will link it down below. And next up, I actually do have the rest of the misses here with me. I just could not stand that mascara, so I had to return it because I was like, get out of here. But I have the rest of the products, so here they are. And the first thing is the Covergirl Colorlicious lip glosses. I did do a first impressions review type of video on these already, so if you want to know all the details and see them on my lips, check that video out. But really quickly, I just don't like these because they felt very greasy and they weren't weren't pigmented at all. You know, just by looking at them in the tube, you would think that they're super gorgeous, but really they're not. The quality of these glosses was just so below average. I mean, I'm not really a big Covergirl gloss fan, but these were just one of the worst Covergirl products I've tried in a long time. And usually when it comes to lip products, if the gloss isn't pigmented, I like to layer it over a lipstick or something, but the formula on this is so greasy that it kind of like slipped out of my lip lines, and I just didn't like anything about these glosses. I mean, other than the packaging's nice, but I think the price of these were like $8 or $9, and for that price I could get something, you know, like the Maybelline Color Elixir, which is like $5 to $6, and it's super duper pigmented and really nice quality. So I just don't like these because I think that they're super overpriced and just not very good. Here's the red one right here. I was most excited for the red because you guys know I love reds. This is called Sweet Strawberry, and I'll swatch it for you just so you can see. Like, look at how bright that looks. It looks like it's going to be super bright, but here is a swatch of it, and that's actually layered with like a few layers, and it's just, you know, it's not what I was expecting, and they actually claim to be like really bold, and it's not bold. I mean, if you want something light, I mean, you might like these just because it is kind of natural looking, but if you're claiming to be bold and pigmented and you give me this, like, I'm not going to be happy. So these were just a no for me. I didn't like them at all. And the next products I have are also from Covergirl, but this one I actually did like the way that it felt. This is their new Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation, and this is the lightest shade 105. I really just bought this because I wanted to try it out, and because Katy Perry is their like spokesmodel for this campaign, and she looked really pale. You know, her complexion looked very similar to mine on the display for this foundation, so I thought, you know, if it works for her skin, it might work for mine. But let me tell you, I'll swatch this for you because it's just, you know, it's like at least 4 or 5 shades too dark for my skin tone, and I just think it's ridiculous the way that they make her look so light and so, you know, pale, but then you give me this, and then this is the lightest color. So I was kind of like disappointed, but here's what it looks like just straight out of the tube. It feels very liquidy and very light, kind of like a BB cream. So I mean, it's not insanely deep, but it's just really yellow and really warm tone. Like, this Katy Perry doesn't look like she has a yellow complexion in the photo for this foundation. She looks like a very similar skin tone to me, so it just kind of disappointed me that this was the lightest shade that they had, you know, and this is 105. It's not, you know, it doesn't look like the way that Katy Perry looked, and it said on the display like Katy Perry is wearing 105, and it's like, you know, she's not. Like, don't lie to me, Covergirl. And also the concealer, the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. I still have the packaging for this. It says it's oil free, and this is also in the shade 105, but it's also supposed to be for 110, and it was just a little bit too, once again, just a little bit like too warm toned. The concealer was just really yellowy, kind of. I'll swatch it for you so you can see, but it just didn't, once it was on my face, like, my face is lighter than my hand, so this isn't really like an accurate representation of what it looks like, but this concealer, you can kind of tell it's just a little bit too yellow for me. And once I put it, like, I tried to put it under my eyes, and it just looked terrible. Like, it made me look sick because it was so yellow based, and, you know, my skin does not have, you know, yellow tones to it, so it just didn't work out for me. I'm not trying to bash Covergirl or anything, I just really didn't like these, and, you know, these were just too deep for me. Not saying you guys can't try this stuff, it just didn't work out for me. And that's it for my misses. Like I said, I didn't really have that many this month because I really did like mostly everything I tried out from as far as makeup went. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hits and misses video, and I did want to quickly mention that I am going to do an FAQ video sometime next week, so if you guys want, go ahead and leave me any questions you want to ask me in the comments. You can tweet them to me, leave them on Instagram. I'm going to be announcing this in a few of my next videos, so I can hopefully gather enough questions. I don't know if you guys will have, I don't know, I'm excited to see what kind of questions you guys have for me, and I'm going to be reminding you guys, like, in my next few videos to ask me some questions, because I don't know how many I'll get, and I don't know, like, I don't know how many I'm going to answer, but I want to have enough to make a video, because I'll feel silly if I only get like 10 questions, you know. So don't feel like silly about any questions. Like, just go ahead and ask, like, ask away, whatever you guys want to do. I'm totally open, and it's gonna be really fun, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be making that soon, and yeah, just let me know what you guys have been loving and what you guys have not been loving, hits and misses. It's always fun to know what you guys are thinking. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.